What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Geek Apple 35 back out with another review, and welcome to my full-length spoiler review of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. So if you do not want to get spoiled about the film, you've been warned. Also, apologies in advance for doing this a lot later than I usually do it for my spoiler reviews, but it is what it is. I'm doing it now. So the opening of the film starts out with Spike fighting one of the Jimmies of his choosing, and if he wins the fight, he ends up becoming a part of their little group, which, as you can imagine, Spike wins and kills the guy. This is the opening scene here where you have little breadcrumbs dropped of what the Jimmy's modus operandi is. More on that later. Before we cut back to Spike and the Jimmies, though, after him officially becoming a member of the Jimmies, we do catch up a little bit with Ralph Fiennes' character, Ian, and the big infected person that you had at the end of the last movie, where Ralph Fiennes' character calls him Samson, which this ends up leading to a fun little friendship between the two characters throughout the whole entire film, where it's discovered after Ralph Fiennes gives Samson morphine with those little darts he used last movie, he starts showing more and more signs of human life in there somewhere, however still being infected. Now we go into easily the most disturbing part of the whole entire movie, when you find out what the Jimmies actually end up doing to people, cause them being Satanists. And what they end up doing to people is skinning them alive, which adds for a very hard to watch scene, where it doesn't show the people getting skinned alive. However, it transitions after that. You get the final results of everything that happened, which leads to one of the members of the family who ended up not getting skinned alive, where Big Jimmy says, "Alright, you can live, but you have to fight one of us, and then you can join our group." Which, while the fight is going on, and as that person's about to lose, the Jimmies soon find out that one of the members of the family is still alive, and they were able to escape, where madness ensues, and some of the Jimmies end up getting killed, but not all of them. Samson's able to regain a lot more of his humanity, where he's able to speak now. But while this is happening, one of the Jimmies that's not as bad as all the others ends up seeing Ralph Fiennes' character and mistaking him for Satan. So she ends up telling Big Jimmy, and Jimmy has a conversation with Ian, where Ian reveals he's not Satan, but Jimmy has a liking to him where he wants him to be a part of the group, where Ian ends up putting on a show to make everyone think he's Satan, even though he's not, which ends up leading to all the Jimmies getting killed in the process, including himself, where him and Spike have a nice emotional moment. Jimmy gets crucified and supposedly gets killed off screen, and it ends up catching with Jim from the first film, played by Cillian Murphy, teasing the next movie. What are your spoiler thoughts on 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple?